Hi everyone and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. It's Friday, March 1st. Currently it's 41 degrees. High today is 51. Chance of rain 80% today, and winds are at 5 miles per hour. I got my infusion done. If you haven't seen the video, check it out. I got really, I don't know, I felt lucky because they always have had good burgers there at the hospital. They really do. Even down in the cafeteria, they got like a different one. I think they got, I don't know if they still do. It's been so many years since I've been there in the hospital, but they had a Black Angus one. But anyway, normally they haven't really been giving me a choice for lunch at the hospital. And for yesterday, they asked me if, they had like a menu she was looking at and just asked me what I wanted and everything. And I heard her say cheeseburger and fries. So that's what I wanted, and it was delicious. Check it out in the video. They have some kind of new fries. The last time they were just like crinkle cut, but these were straight fries, but they had some kind of batter or something was on them that was like crunchy, and it was great. Those are some of the best fries I ever tried. I was like, wow, this is a great meal. And she said, your appointment's always around lunch, so you're lucky. And I said, yeah, well, I said I'd like to have some kind of perks for coming to this infusion. For one thing, I didn't say it, but for one thing, it cost a fortune, so they ought to give you a lunch. But what it is I'm admitted, it's an outpatient thing. So my guess is if you're there during one of their meal periods and you're an inpatient, I believe they probably just, have to give you something. So, yeah, last time was the time before this one time here, it was some kind of stir fry stuff, and it was kind of cold, and the chicken was, bland, but I was, happy for it. I was starved to death. And I never ever complain about anything, with the food or anything. I may have when I was in the hospital for a long time. After a while, I may have complained about something, but not as this. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But this is the first time they've actually asked me what I wanted. I could have got lasagna and a salad, but man, I remembered them burgers, and I was right. This is even better than it used to be. So. And I'm feeling about like I normally do. It's really strong medicine. Sometimes it affects my voice. My voice will go for a little while. I feel like I'm really tired, like I've been working really hard for 14 hours or something. And it makes me a little sore, especially my legs for some reason. My back, it can affect anywhere. I guess I've got arthritis, which is almost everywhere. So for about 3 days usually, sometimes a little longer, I feel pretty rough, and then I start feeling a lot better after that. So all right, today there'll be a Let's Walk and Talk video. I've been doing more walks, and I missed yesterday, just had a lot of things going on, and before I know it, it was dark. It's still getting dark out kind of early. But when they change the time, that'll help a lot. I don't like walking out in the dark really that much. Okay, and tonight we've got some hoagie buns left from Aldi that we need to eat, and we're going to have some steakums. I've got some steakums, and I've also got some shredded beef left from the time that we got the big pack at Kroger, and I saved some of it, but it's not quite enough by itself, so I think I'm going to use a steakum and then add that to it, if that makes any sense, and cut up the steakums, shred them up. And then we're going to have homemade potato wedges. We're going to make some potato wedges. And I might put some kind of breading, not breading, but you can put like, it's like breading, yeah, or either you can use flour with seasonings and stuff in it. I may do that. I'm not for sure though. I may just make them plain with seasoning. So I've got a taste test. I got this at Kroger. There'll be a little haul coming up with some markdown stuff. I just thought it would be interesting to talk about the markdown areas they've got there and the deals that they have sometimes. And but this is the new Kinder chocolate. It says milk chocolate. It says smooth and creamy Kinder chocolate, or Kinder smooth and creamy chocolate. I'm not for sure. It says milk chocolate treat with creamy milky filling. There's 4 bars and they're individually wrapped. I didn't know that. So that's good that they're individually wrapped. So you don't eat the whole thing at once, maybe. Okay, if you eat servings is two of the bars, it's 140 calories. It's got 12% of total fat, 30% saturated fat. Always for they're saturated fat with chocolate. No trans fat, no 3% cholesterol, 1% of sodium, 4% carbs, no fiber, 20% sugars. That's not real bad for like a candy bar. 2 grams of protein, 6% of calcium, and 2% of potassium. Okay, so I don't even know if I showed it. That's it right there. Let's see if I can try. Yeah, pretty easy to open. And I think that's neat that they're individually wrapped. So there's what it looks like. I love the, the Kinder, what are they called? Bueno or something like that. The regular bars. Man, this thing's, there we go. So let's get this thing out of here. I want it to melt on me. Yeah, it's different than the other bars, the Bueno one. Oh gosh, good. Oh, real good with coffee. This might not be an excellent breakfast or anything though, but it is good with coffee. I like them. I actually think I might like the other one. They got a little bit better. It's got that crunchy. Yeah. But this is delicious. Okay. On nutrition facts, I would give it 2.5, because there's really nothing amazing about it, or being good for you or anything. 2.5 out of 5 stars, 5 out of 5 for flavor, for taste. It really tastes good. I think y'all will like these, especially if you like the other ones. But I must say the other one is still my favorite. But this is excellent. Okay, check that out. Got mine at Kroger, $1.69. No deal or anything, just that's the price it was. Okay, jokes of the day. All my life, I thought air was free until I bought a bag of chips. You're paying for a lot of air there. A kindergarten teacher handed out a coloring page to her class. On it was a picture of a duck holding an umbrella. The teacher told her class to color the duck in yellow and the umbrella green. Little Johnny, the class rebel, colored the duck in a bright fire truck red. After seeing this, the teacher asked him, "Little Johnny, how many times have you seen a red duck?" Little Johnny replied, "The same number of times I've seen a duck holding an umbrella." He's right. Okay, thought of the day. Reality continues to ruin my life. That's from Bill Watterson. It says The Complete Calvin and Hobbes. Okay. Oh, what did I do? I went off of it and I had it. Okay, I had one. Was it? I think it was this one here. Be about animals, I guess. Um, Which of these is one of the largest species of bear? Sun, black, polar, giant panda. Let me get to it. We'll go to the. Okay, sun, black, polar, giant panda. What do y'all think? My guess is polar bear because we were watching, there's a new series, and I think it was on this new series of like a documentary. It's something about, it's something catchy, like if you could talk to the animals or something like, I can't remember exactly what it's called. Hold on. Okay, I was asking Logan, and that was not about animals, the new one. It's called It's a Bug's Life. And that is really interesting, and you can learn a lot of stuff on there if you're interested in bugs, I guess. But I've always been interested in animals, bugs, all kinds of stuff, birds. And this other one we saw that had the polar bear in it, I think it was. Does National Geographic still have? I think they have shows on it. I think it was National Geographic something or other. And they said the polar bear was. Actually, they said I think it was the biggest bear. So that was my answer, and that's what it is. The polar bear is a hyper-carnivorous bear whose native range lies largely within the Arctic Circle, encompassing the Arctic Ocean, its surrounding seas, and surrounding land masses. It's the largest extant bear species as well as the largest extant land carnivore. A boar adult male weighs from 770 to 1,540 pounds. Can you imagine? That's as much as a horse. So a big horse, really. I think my horse I had was 1,500, and he was huge. And I knew it when he stepped on my big toe and broke it and smashed it. That's what happened. He put his hoof down on my foot. The others didn't get broke, but they were all swollen. But smashed my big toe because he went like that with his hoof, like he was doing it on purpose or something. I don't think so, but okay, next question. Which bird is unique for having 2 toes? And it shows a little birdie here. Sparrow, flamingo, eagle, ostrich. I'm not for sure about this having 2 toes. 2 toes. Oh my gosh, I don't know this. You would think an ostrich. I know they got a funny shaped foot, but is it 2 toes, them being that big? Just 2? Maybe it's because they walk instead of fly. An eagle? No, I've seen, big old claws on eagle. Flamingo, they're kind of weird, but if you see them, their feet are in water. So I don't really remember seeing their, toes. And a sparrow, I'm not for sure. I really don't know. I'm going to go ahead and guess ostrich. And that's right. Ostriches are truly unique and amazing animals. They are unlike any other bird in the world. The ostrich is so unique that you cannot even compare them to their own family, since they are the only birds in the world with 2 toes. One very big toe to carry the weight of the bird and a small toe for balance. That's kind of what I was saying. It's because they walk. Okay. How many seasons does the American show The Office have? And that was a funny show, if that's the one I'm thinking of. I didn't really watch much of it, though. How many seasons? 9, 5, 7, 12. I know it was on for a long time. I'm really not for sure, though, because I didn't watch it all that much. 9, 5, 7, 12. So what I'm going to do, I know I'm going to go like halfway, and I'm going to go with 7. No, it's 9. And I was thinking it might have been, but I wasn't sure. So it's 9. I missed that one. The longest running version of the series, the U.S. adaptation, ran for 9 seasons on NBC television from 2005 to 2013 with a total of 201 episodes. So I thought that was a little tricky. Xylography is a printing technique that uses what material? It's totally different about the animal, is a printing technique that uses what material? It shows some kind of machine there. Xylography. Wood, cardboard, fabric, glass. It uses what material? Well, it looks like glass would be hard to use for something printing like that. I mean, xylography is a printing technique that uses what material? Well, so that means it could be printing on it instead of using that to print with, like the letters or, Oh, I'm going to say xylo. I don't really know. I'm going with fabric. No, it's wood. I had no idea about that. I never heard about it, but I learned something. Xylography is a printing technique for making wood block prints. Okay. Xylography is the oldest known printing technique, and it was used extensively for printing books in the 15th and 16th centuries. So, teachable moment there. Okay. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. Hope it doesn't go to it. There it is. Which metal melts at the highest point? Tungsten, aluminum, lead, brass. At the highest point before it melts. Tungsten, aluminum, lead, brass. Okay. Okay, here's my take on it. Aluminum is pretty flexible and stuff. I would imagine that would melt, maybe at a high point, but not as high as something else. Lead, they don't even use lead as far as I know anymore, but it causes cancer and stuff. But I mean, that doesn't have nothing to do with a melting point. Why would you melt it even, Brass, I think it melts it has copper and tin, I think, in it. So I'm going with tungsten, like tungsten steel. Okay, that's right. Tungsten has the highest melting point that is on the higher end of the spectrum, and titanium for more commonly used metals. The temperature at which tungsten begins to melt is 6,150 degrees. Wow. Okay, next question. I got 3 right, 2 wrong. What is the world's smallest butterfly species? Western pygmy blue, Gulf fritillary, mourning cloak, and swallowtail. Smallest. Shows a little butterfly here. Smallest. Okay, so just because it sounds obvious, I don't think it's a swallowtail because I've seen those before, and they got the long piece that comes down off the bottom of it. Kind of looks like a swallowtail or whatever. I've not ever heard of mourning cloak or Gulf fritillary, but I would say, because it says pygmy, I would just logically guess Western pygmy blue. Yep. And with a wingspan of 1/2 inch, the Western pygmy blue is the smallest known butterfly in the world. Katie Prudek, a biologist at Oregon State University in Cornwallis, says, or Cornwallis, it says Corvallis. The insects range from central California through the western U.S. and down into Venezuela. Next question, 4 right, 2 wrong. Salem is the capital of which state? Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma, Oregon. I thought it was like Virginia or something. Salem, Virginia? Isn't that where they killed the witches or whatever in the 1600s? Salem? There must be more than one Salem. Maybe that Salem isn't a capital. It doesn't sound right to say Salem, Texas. Salem, Oklahoma. Salem, Oregon. Okay, just because it's in the South, and I think Salem, I don't know why I'm thinking it's like West Virginia, but it's not the capital. But no, Salem wouldn't be it wouldn't be Georgia's or Texas. I'm going to go with Oregon. Oh, yeah, that's right. Salem is the capital of the U.S. state of Oregon and the county seat of Marion County. It's located in the center of Willamette Valley along the Willamette River, which runs north through the city. Next question. What is the shoe size that Shaquille O'Neal wears? And I saw a commercial one time. And anyway, I'll give you the answer. 22, 18, 24, 16. Oh, I saw a commercial, and I'm trying to think. And it was when he said something about walking in somebody else's shoes. And this girl is trying to walk in his shoes, and he has her shoes on, and they ended up getting shredded from his feet. Just tore them up. Do you all remember that? But I was trying to think what he said his shoe size was. And 22, 18, 24, 16. I was thinking 16, but now that I think of it, he is so tall. How could it just be a 16? I mean, Logan has some shoes in 13s, and he's got monstrous feet. His probably because of his is so wide, but since 16 just seems a little, it may be 16. I think that's what he said. I may be talking myself out of an answer, but I'm going with 18. No, it's 22, but I don't remember him saying 22 on that. I thought he said 16 or 18, but that makes sense as big as he is. So I got that one wrong. Standing at 7 foot 1 inch and weighing 325 pounds, fans only naturally wonder what foot length the star has. He revealed that his foot dimension is 20, but he wears size 22. Oh, man. 5 right, 3 wrong. Which pizza style has ham and pineapple as toppings? Margarita, Neapolitan, Hawaiian, Greek. I think everybody probably knows this. If you've probably seen one on TV, if you've never had one or seen something about one, it's Hawaiian. Yeah, and everybody knows what Hawaiian pizza is. One more question. Which of these Marvel heroes first appeared on the big screen in 1989? Thor, Iron Man, the Punisher, Incredible Hulk. Thor, Iron Man, the Punisher, Incredible Hulk. We're running a little late today. I'm sorry about that, but it was the Hulk. I remember watching that one with Bill Bixby around then. No, oh my gosh, I know it was in the 80s, I'm pretty sure. In 89, though, it was earlier than 89, I'll bet. It's the Punisher. So, okay, the Punisher, the 1980, I didn't know it was that far back. Starring Dolph Lundgren. Okay, I do remember that now. And they got a different guy in the Punisher now. As Marvel's premier vigilante is the first Marvel superhero movie. I had no idea. I remember now, but I didn't remember. So, I got 6 right and 4 wrong today. A few were kind of tricky. I hope you enjoyed this morning's coffee break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Definitely check out Let's Walk and Talk. It was a beautiful day when I took that walk, so check it out later on. Bye, everyone, and God bless.